Good morning. Good morning. This is Reverend Jill Washington at Spiritualist Church, St. Bridget's Spiritual Church of Edmonton. So good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. Just having a few technical problems. That's why I'm a little bit late. I was hoping to get this on my tablet, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted. So I am here trying to coordinate this right now. Okay, here we go. All right. So hopefully you can hear me. And all right, there we go. Okay, so it's July 13th, 2025, and I am Reverend Jill Washington, and I will be doing the service this morning. So I'd like to start with our opening prayer. I call upon the light of the source to stream into the world, to open the minds and hearts of all. Let the light descend. Allow the plan of light and love to unfold. I will do thy will for the highest good of all, from spirit, through spirit, to spirit. I call upon my guides and guardians and loved ones from the highest realms to support me in this time of learning and growth. Amen. And as spiritualists, we have adopted the following principles. A divine source recognized as God, the unity of all life, communication guidance from the spirit world, the continued existence of the spirit, the personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action, reward and consequences for all deeds according to God's natural laws, eternal progress is open to every spirit, and freedom of interpretation of the 7 principles is acknowledged. So now we're going to go into our healing part. If you aren't here right now, that's fine. But whenever you are listening, you can sit and do your healing prayer. So we ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from our mind and body and to restore us to perfect health. We ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and we will do our part. We ask the great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. And we put our trust and our love in the power of God. Amen. Okay, I would like for you to find your spot, a comfortable spot wherever you are. And then also, this is the time for you to receive healing from your spirits, from the spirit realm, from the healers, and also to send that out to people whom are in need. So just quiet your mind and just listen to your breath. Just in and out. Very quiet. If your mind starts wandering, just focus back onto your breath. We want to find that stillness within ourselves, that quietness, that peace, that serenity that we can tap into when we put our mind and our focus onto our breath. And as we do that, I want you to envision yourself opening up, your chakras opening up, your crown chakra opening up, your heart opening up to receive spirit, to receive the healing, to receive the light of love from the Creator, to receive all that you are needing at this moment in time, and knowing that you are receiving it. So just take a moment. I'm just going to sit for a moment in quiet while you absorb and then receive the love and the light and healing from Spirit. And feel that light getting stronger. feeling that force of energy from spirit, that love, that light that's internal, surrounding you. And now think of the people in your life that you want to send the healing to, and allow them to come into your mind. And knowing as that's happening, they're also receiving healing from spirit. You can say their name out loud. You can think of them in your mind. You could see them receiving that healing. See them receiving that light, that energy force of love around them as well. And as we're receiving, also giving gratitude to Spirit for being with us today, for being with you, for receiving this healing of love and light for yourself and for others. And to know that you can always do this whenever you need it. You don't need to come here on our Sunday mornings, that you can do this anytime during the day. Just quiet your mind, just breathe, think of Spirit, think of love, knowing that Spirit is with you, knowing that you're going to receive what is needed. So I want to say amen and say thank you for Spirit for being with us. So today I want to talk about ourselves. I want to talk about our sacred self and serving that Spirit within us. And when I talk about this, I want to just think for a moment in your life how many times you've judged yourself, how many times you didn't think you were good enough, how many times that you doubted yourself, that you didn't believe in yourself, that you didn't trust yourself, that you beat yourself up for something that happened in your life, that the regrets that you're carrying for things that you've done, or shame for feeling certain things, or for who you are or you think you are, for the things that you've done. What holds you back in your life? What limits your life? And as spiritualists, we are here to be of service to people, to be of service to others. And when we do that, and we do that willingly, we do that with an open heart, we do that with good intentions, and we do that because it's the right thing to do, and it is helping others and seeing the joy and the support that we can give others, whether it is emotional support by just giving them an ear to listen to, whether it's some physical support, whether you're helping them move or giving them things that they need, or whether it's just being there with them, sharing in their experience. But we do that willingly, and we do that without judgment. But what we do is we stop ourselves. We stop ourselves from being connected to ourselves, to connecting to our spirit. And what happens is that we forget that being of service is also being of service to ourselves. And I just wanted to read you just a quick little from Silver Birch. It's called Silver Birch Books of Questions and Answers. And this is in regards to the spirit and the soul and the difference between. And this is what Silver Birch says. The trouble is semantics, the language of trying to find words that are incredible of explaining the totality of something that is beyond language. Words like soul and spirit are a case in point. You have to define your terms as to what you mean by them. Let us, for the sake of simple definition, refer to the soul as the portion or particle, that divinity which comes from the Great Spirit in the Infinite Spirit. The spirit is the vehicle of the soul. It will function much more freely once it has separated from the physical body. This is composed of matter. It's imposed restrictions on what the spirit can express on earth. So you are souls with spirits expressing yourself through physical bodies. The personality is that aspect which can be manifested only while you are on earth. It is only a small part of the individuality which is the real self. This is because it has no means of fullness of expression while it's cloaked by the physical body. And I think the reason I read this is to also remind us that we are also spirit. We are also connected. We are also part of the Creator. And what happens in our human life, I think we get caught up in our judgments of ourselves, of comparing ourselves, of doing things that are does not serve ourselves in any positive way. So I just want to come on to remind you that you are spirit, that you are connected to the Creator, that you are important, that you are someone or a being whom needs to have love and is love, and that you can also serve yourself in a selfless way. And in doing so, you are serving spirit. So the sacred self of serving spirit within. In spiritualism, we often speak of service to others, service to spirit, service to humanity. But today I'd like to ask you the question that Spirit asks of me. How do you serve yourself? You see, service is not just about giving outwards. It also includes turning inwards, honoring the divine spark within you, and tending to your own spiritual needs. So today's talk is about sacred self and serving the spirit within, because you are spirit here and now, and not someday after death, but today in this life. You are spirit having a human experience. So spiritualism and the self. Spiritualism teaches us that we are eternal spirits. We continue after death. We grow and evolve. Spirit communicates with us. These truths don't just apply to others, they apply to you. Serving yourself spiritually is about embracing your spirituality, identity, and caring for your soul's need. So this is not selflessness. It is self-honoring. It's putting on your own oxygen mask before helping others. So why serving the self matters? We know that as mediums, healers, and helpers, we want to give. But Spirit reminds us you cannot pour from an empty vessel. So serving yourself means recharging your spirit, restoring your energy, realigning with your purpose. Even spirit takes time to rest, to reflect, and to grow. So we should as well. So let's explore how we can serve ourselves today. So we can do it by daily attunement. Take time to sit in silence. Free your own spirit. Ask Spirit, what do I need today? This attunement fills your soul and creates space for clarity. Healing for the healers. You too deserve healing. Book a healing for yourself. Lay your own hands on your heart with love. Forgive yourself, release burdens, and let go. Take courses, educational courses, spiritual courses that you've been curious about. Read that book you've been putting off. Join a development circle, not just to give, but to receive, because you are worthy of growth. Boundaries are sacred. Say no when your spirit says no. Protect your space. Create a sacred space that belongs only to you. Service to self is sometimes silence. Just being quiet, sitting in those moments, allowing yourself to breathe. Love yourself, truly. Look in the mirror and say, you are spirit and you are love. So ask yourself, can you do that? And truly believe that you are spirit and that you are loved. Acknowledge your worth. Celebrate your journey and where you've been, where you've come from, and how far you've come. The challenges that you've overcome, the obstacles that you've gone through, the joys that you've experienced, the celebrations in your life. Enjoy those things. Reflect on those things. Reflect on how you've grown from even a couple of years ago. You were never meant to abandon yourself in the name of spirituality. You are meant to become whole, more alive, and more. Spirit works through us most clearly when we are in harmony. Your light becomes clearer when it is nourished, not neglected. So if Spirit loves you, and they do, then it's your spiritual duty to love yourself as well. When you serve yourself with compassion, you make room for greater connection, deeper intuition, and lasting peace. So ask yourself today, how can I serve my soul today? What does my spirit need in this moment? And may you begin to see your service to self not as ego, but as a sacred maintenance of the soul. And may you fill your vessel with divine light so that you may overflow with love, wisdom, and healing for the world. And so that's the reason it's important to start looking and loving yourself, forgiving yourself, trusting yourself, believing in yourself, and giving time for yourself to connect with your spirit, with your energy, with your inner being, your love. And that will help you to grow and help you to be of service to others. So thank you for being with me today. I wanted to, hopefully that resonated with you. Hopefully there's a takeaway there for you, that reminding yourself that taking time for you is very important as well. Because I know as humans and being of service, it's very difficult sometimes to quiet ourselves and not give ourselves permission to do that, because we always feel that we need to be doing. So settling yourselves and giving time for you is filling your soul. And so I'd like to also just remind people that we do have Evening with Spirit online on July 24th. There will be, just go to the website and you can register and pay for tickets, and you will get the link to come on, and it will be from 7 to 9. And then we also have another one in August. It'll be August 21st. So we're doing them, they're Thursday evenings. We're doing them through the summer like this, so people can enjoy their summer, so people can, great, Nancy, thank you. It's what, so people can enjoy their life. They can enjoy the summer, they can enjoy the family, and still have that connection with the spiritual part of their journey, of their connection with their spirit, with coming together with our community of spirituality and of spiritualism. So thank you for being with me today. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week, and we'll see you back here next week at 10:30 online. So enjoy. Thank you for being with me today. Bye-bye.